Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. Many of you have asked me what I think of Rahul Gandhi's morning press conference and what I thought of his demand that Gautam Adani should be arrested. Well, here are my comments. First of all, I believe Rahul Gandhi should not do a morning press conference. He's not ready. Secondly, he should go by a prepared script because he tends to have emotional highs and lows. Third, he should measure his words and understand what he's talking about. Fourth, he should realize that what he is basically saying, what Rahul Gandhi is basically saying is that the leaders like Jagan Mohan Reddy, who ran Andhra Pradesh, his ally DMK, who ran Tamil Nadu, Naveen Babu, who ran Orissa, and Bhupesh Baghel, who was Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh, Rahul Gandhi is actually asking for their arrest. Because the basic charge against Gautam Adani and his company is that they were bribing Indian officials. Now, which are the states in question here? Tamil Nadu, run by DMK. Andhra Pradesh, then run by YSRCP Jagan Reddy. Orissa, then run by Naveen Patnaik. And Chhattisgarh, then run by Congress Party. So Rahul Baba, please get your facts right. If you feel that Gautam Adani's companies have given bribes, and you believe that you need to believe one advocate in America more than the Supreme Court of India and the SEBI, even so, even if you, Rahul Gandhi, believe only in the Americans, some random American lawyer, but not the Supreme Court of India, even so, please ask yourself, who is Gautam Adani's company accused of bribing? You're saying he's the bribe giver, but who's the bribe taker? Are you saying the bribe taker is Jagan Reddy, Bhupesh Baghel, Naveen Patnaik? Or, as the case may be, Stalin in Tamil Nadu? What is your argument, Rahul Gandhi? As usual, Rahul Gandhi, you've gone there and done a press conference and got it all wrong. You didn't prepare. You didn't go into detail. If you had gone into detail, you would have never done this press conference. The second point, ladies and gentlemen, is that we need to be real where we stand on this issue. There is an ongoing fight between Adani and Bangladesh. And that's where I would like to bring in the aspect of the deep state. I have been warning repeatedly that the American deep state wants to target India. And I had said that the American deep state has used the Bangladeshi military to carry out a coup in Bangladesh. The Americans are watching what's happening in Bangladesh and they know all hell has broken out. Yunus is a puppet. He's so scared. He was totally with the Clintons till 2 weeks back. Once the American election results came in, what an opportunist, the spineless Muhammad Yunus went and said that in his view, Trump is now a messiah. So he's a ruthless wonder, a weak man, weaker than Manmohan Singh ever was, with no political presence. And on top of it, Gautam Adani is refusing to give him power anymore unless he pays the bills. And Bangladesh cannot pay the bills. So they called the Indian government and told them to help. The Indian government did not help. The Bangladeshis went and complained to the Americans. The Americans used the deep state, said what levers, what pressure point do we have over Adani? Okay, Adani is not giving you money, power, Muhammad Yunus, because you're not paying the bills. We'll get a case filed against Gautam Adani in an American court. It's as simple as that. And what is happening today is essentially global power play. Here is where I believe Rahul Gandhi made a mistake with that press conference by simply not finding out which are the officials who Gautam Adani's companies are accused of bribing. All of those are in governments that are not run by the BJP. So basically Rahul Gandhi is making the accusation against himself and his allies. Now the INDI allies do not know what to do. Now that it has come out that the charges are against the alleged bribing of Indian government officials, not central government officials, state government officials in state governments that are not run by the BJP. Rahul Gandhi has refused to make any further comments and has gone underground once again. Moral of the story, speak when you know. If you don't know, don't speak. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
हिंदुस्तान में अदानी जी का कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता। अदानी जी को अरेस्ट किया जाए। जब तक अदानी जी अरेस्ट नहीं होंगे तब तक क्रेडिबल बात नहीं बनेगी।
The indictment of Gautam Adani and his associates in America has snowballed into a big political controversy in India. The Congress party and the left ecosystem seems armed ahead of the parliament session.
It's now pretty clear and established in America that Mr. Adani has broken both American law and Indian law. I'm wondering why Mr. Adani is still running around a free man in this country.
Our party, the Communist Party of India, demands a JPC probe into the wrongdoings of Adani group of enterprises. One after another, serious exposures are coming out.
The Congress party and Rahul Gandhi want him arrested.
जहां भी करप्शन है वहां पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन होनी चाहिए, मगर इन्वेस्टिगेशन अदानी जी से शुरू होगी और जब तक अदानी जी अरेस्ट नहीं होंगे तब तक क्रेडिबल बात नहीं बनेगी। प्रधानमंत्री चाहे भी कुछ नहीं कर सकते। एक प्रकार से अदानी जी ने हिंदुस्तान को हाईजैक कर लिया है। हिंदुस्तान अदानी जी के ग्रिप में है।
The indictment itself was on the 24th of October. Watch this. The date on the order. Interestingly, the press release has been timed to now, 3 days before the winter session of the parliament. Very similar to the pattern seen last year when Adani was targeted again.
हिमाचल में सेब की बात होती है अदानी जी, कश्मीर में सेब की बात होती है अदानी जी, पोर्ट्स की बात होती है अदानी जी, एयरपोर्ट्स की बात होती है अदानी जी, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। अच्छा, हम सड़क पे चल रहे हैं, मैं पूछूं किसने बनाई? अदानी जी। तो अदानी जी जो हैं, इनकी सफलता कैसे हुई? और सबसे जरूरी सवाल, इनका हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री के साथ क्या रिश्ता है और कैसा नहीं?
देश जानना चाहता है,
तो
देश जानना चाहता है।
ये देखिए रिश्ता।
The BJP is questioning the timing and the line of attack by the Congress.
राहुल जी कह रहे थे इंडिया हाईजैक हो गया है। गलत, टेंस गलत है। इंडिया हाईजैक हो गया था। गांधी परिवार, ये नकली गांधी परिवार उसके हाईजैकर थे। कमांडो ने मुक्त कराया है हाईजैकिंग से।
अगर कोई समूह उनको इतना भ्रष्ट लग रहा है तो तेलंगाना से उनसे चंदा क्यों लेते हैं? तेलंगाना में उनसे 12,000 करोड़ का निवेश क्यों लेते हैं? राजस्थान और छत्तीसगढ़ की सरकार जब आपकी थी तब आपने उनको बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट क्यों दिए? विलिनियम पोर्ट केरल में लेफ्ट पार्टी ने क्यों दिया? एमबीए की सरकार ने दिघी पोर्ट क्यों दिया? तो वहाँ पर दे तो वो चमत्कार, और अगर वो दूसरा कोई काम करे तो वो भ्रष्टाचार।
Does the timing of the latest episode raise questions about the Adani indictment? And in a hurry to target Adani, is the opposition playing into the hands of those who want to challenge the rise of Bharat? Is there more to this?
Let's get a broad perspective from Mahesh Jethmalani. I always like the way he puts things in a macro perspective: law, geopolitics, and politics. Mahesh, this is not the first time Adani is being targeted. Earlier it was Hindenburg, and now it is the indictment by this court in New York. Give me your broad perspective. What is going on here? It is not just a company called Adani Green at play here. Something bigger is happening. What's happening? Can you unmute yourself, Mahesh? Thank you.
Sorry. I've had a very brief look at the indictment and the judge's order. It's a 54-page. But I find that it's a completely disproportionate arrest warrant order, given the fact it is very thin on evidence and about the details about who's been bribed. Neither do we know who the officials bribed are, except we know it's some solar energy power corporation. Apparently, officials of that company have been bribed. But the modus operandi of the bribe, the quantum of the bribe, 2,000 crores is just bandied about. So I really think this is a hatchet job. This is not a judicial order. This is a hatchet job. And for anybody, and particularly the leader of the opposition, somebody who has the title of leader of the opposition country, I think he has surrendered blindly his satisfaction. Obviously, he's biased against Adani, as we've known from his track record. But obviously, somebody who, as usual, depends on foreign sources to attack an Indian multinational who is doing extremely well. So, this man is just hell-bent, because I think he's become desperate. He's getting frustrated because he's losing election after election, and he's clutching onto straw like a desperate falling man.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to also point out to you, the fact here is that the former US ambassador recently to Bangladesh, he left giving some excuse that there is unrest. Then he has joined a major American energy firm as a strategic advisor with a focus on Bangladesh. This company has huge interests in expanding the energy base in Bangladesh, and Adani is saying to Mohammed Yunus in Bangladesh, you're not paying my bills, I'm pulling back. So question here is there major big money involved here with an American company getting into the power sector in Bangladesh? Adani squeezing the Bangladeshis because of his unpaid bills issue, and the Indian government not helping the Americans at all and not helping Mohammed Yunus either.
Well, obviously that's one angle, right? There is no doubt that the Americans probably do have an interest in taking over the power supply business in Bangladesh, right? And they find that, that's one of the reasons why they may even have fanned change of regime and fanned anti-Hinduism over there. So, it's one way of controlling a state that, you can switch off the power supply anytime you want. And that may be one of the motives, but there are geopolitical motives. I think this is Soros in play again. Remember,
how is Soros in play here? How is Soros in play here? I'm very interested in that, because Donald Trump has said, I'm going to go after Soros. The problem with Donald Trump also, viewers, I think, is he can't keep his thoughts to himself. He reveals his intentions much before he's going to do it. So Soros would be probably, and the whole Soros family would be the most nervous group in America now, right?
Yes, absolutely. A very strong motive for them.
What is their link to Hindenburg, to Adani and all that? Because Soros hates Adani, Soros hates Modi, and Trump hates Soros. So do you see these connections somewhere?
Well, there's been a flurry of activity in judicial appointments in Biden's last few days as president. And most of these appointments are left-leaning, woke, Soros tainted. The judge who himself has issued this order, right? There's credible evidence that he's been with Alex Soros. Alex Soros has, promoted him in some way. He's the Attorney General who actually of the district in New York concerned himself has pushed this man, and the Attorney General himself is closely associated with Alex Soros. It's all over the social media. It's been exposed.
Yeah.
And then, the ideological counterparts, they're not really ideologically linked, but the ideological counterparts in action, as you can see in India, obviously they're not doing it because ideology matters to them. They're probably just paid agents. Please see the entire ecosystem. What is Soros's main theory? Open society. He wants borderless countries, right? who are the people in this country who are opposing CAA? Who are the people in this country who every time approach the Supreme Court for settlement of Rohingya refugees in India? It's the same thing in America. And the ideological counterparts, it's the less liberal lobby headed by the Congress party. They, for some reason, always want to open our borders to elements who don't really belong here. I mean, they're just refugees. They're refugees of a battle between two other countries, right? For instance, Bangladesh and Burma, right? But somehow or the other, there is a left-leaning cabal in this country which wants India to be swept by immigration, to reduce, as it were, to change the complexion, the complexion of the major ethnic community in this country, or religious ethnic community. There's a design in all this.
No, I think there is a design here, and the design is, I am not one to say, Mahesh, that Adani represents India's interests, but India's interests are linked with various projects with which the Adani's are involved. And this is not just India, any major country works through its major industrial groups when it goes to expanding its strategic interests. Anyway, Mahesh, you're setting this up beautifully as usual for my debate. Where is this going to end? I mean, do you think this, do you think they can go and turn the charge, the indictment into, close up the case? How long will it last? You got family members, you got Gautam Adani's nephew involved here. Could this get ugly? The judge is not, is a Soros man, I'm told, or connected to Soros. How ugly can this get?
Certainly there will be attempt, but there are two limiting factors. This act is the act of it's an act of imperial overstretch, actually, by a regime that's, now on its last gasps, right? So it's desperate. It's obviously some kind of help to their, and it's happens just before Parliament, and it's picked up almost in sync at 4:15 in the morning. There's, that usual, it's, one after the other, a continuous, incessant volley of attacks from different social media corners, all actually connected with each other, but pretending to be independent. So you create lots of noise on social media. And this is a standard tactic. So, this is a falling regime's last act of, favor before the parliamentary session in India, a last favor to its surrogates in this country.
Oh, Mahesh Jethmalani saying that a Congress party is a Democratic Party surrogate, headline of the moment, without his saying it in as many words. Mahesh Jethmalani, thank you very much. We're tracking this story very, very closely. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember, we have an election result coming on Saturday. You have to be watching it live only and only here on the Republic Media Network. Thank you, Mahesh. Okay, let's go in for the debate out here now. We have Tuhin Sinha representing the BJP. We have Kishore Subramaniam, great financial expert and economist, and Savio Rodriguez. And we have Dr. M Sathya Kumar, advocate in the Supreme Court. He is an expert on economic laws. Reena Gupta is national spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Kapil Madan backs the Congress. And Karthik Indira Reddy Patlola is the spokesperson of the BRS. Karthik, let me start with you. First of all, good to see you after some time.
Good evening, Arnab.
Do you think really it's America's business if the Adani Group is trying to bribe Jagan Reddy, Naveen Patnaik, Bhupesh Baghel, and who's the fourth here? Bhupesh Baghel and Stalin.
DMK.
And Stalin. Okay. Now, if you think it's America's business or India's business?
Arnab, if their interests are intertwined with their investment in their company, it's obviously the government of America will be involved in such. But as you said, it's so nice to be on your show after a long time, Arnab.
Likewise.
Last time I remember being on your show, we were still discussing Adani. And something about Gautam Adani that brings us together, that on those lines I should thank Mr. Gautam Adani. But I'm sticking to my guns, Arnab. I'm consistent on what I've said, that Adani is the single biggest scam run in independent India. And the chickens have finally come to roost, Arnab. If you remember, on the last debate that I had a year and a half back with you, the one thing that I was requesting Gautam Adani to go through is a judicial review, preferably in India. If not, I was asking Gautam Adani to file a case in the related counties or their states in America and ask Hindenburg or the other Financial Times and other news agencies which are reporting against Adani to go for a judicial review in their respective counties, or at least in the Supreme Court of our country. Well, that is what is happening. And Arnab, I am not pushing Adani under the bus. I hope their judicial review happens. And if he does come scot-free, who are you and who are me to blame Gautam Adani right now?
Can I get a counter view to start with?
Blood will be on the Prime
Can I get a counter view to start with? I see one hand up. That's Dr. Sathya Kumar. Yes, Satya?
Arnab, this case on Adani in US has no base of evidence because they say the allegation of the bribe has happened in India, and when it is not the evidence, there is no evidence in India. There is no question of corruption which they can validate and bring an indictment. By the way, it is just not attack of the US on corporates in India, but also it is an attack on the political parties in India. On the democracy of India, because it's a mere allegation. For example, Karthik was mentioning that Adani is a scam.
Yeah.
Where is the question of scam? Where is the proof? It's just there is an act in US called Foreign FCPA, that is Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which is purely based on allegation. There is no proof and it is not proven. And based on that allegation, it's about just based on the court order, it's about indictment. So it has to go through a process of trial.
We are allowing a counter from Karthik, and then I'm moving on. Karthik, quick counter. Can you keep it to 10 seconds, please? Yeah.
Arnab, yes. And may I speak about Rahul Gandhi also after this?
Yeah, please.
See, Arnab, let Mr. Adani go through judicial review. Let it be in the preferably in our Supreme Court. Let the Honorable Supreme Court open an inquiry into Adani. That's what we've been asking all the while.
But
or if not, let them face the music in America. If there is no evidence as such, let us be the guest. Let us accept the verdict the way it is. But let him go through it.
You have said that.
From a foreign country.
Yeah, you have said that the Supreme Court, the SEBI has already investigated cases which are linked to Hindenburg's allegations, and the Supreme Court investigated and upheld the clean sheet given by SEBI to Adani. And the Supreme Court made a clear statement, and I'll quote Justice Chandrachud. I quote Justice Chandrachud, the reliance on the OCCRP report is rejected, and the reliance on the third-party organization report without any verification cannot be used as proof. There are no grounds, according to Justice Chandrachud, Reena, to transfer the probe in this case from SEBI. He is referring to the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCCRP. I am quoting the words of Justice Chandrachud. So, are you saying, Reena, that Indian government, Indian Supreme Court, Indian SEBI has no validity? We have to depend on one American advocate.
Exactly.
Arnab, पूरी दुनिया अडानी ग्रुप पे सवाल उठा रही है. कल अमेरिका में हुआ है, आज कीनिया में हुआ है, लेकिन हमारे देश में सिर्फ अडानी जो है वो गंगा मैया में दूध के धुले हुए हैं. कोई सवाल नहीं उठाया जा सकता, कोई तहकीकात नहीं होगी, पहले से उनको क्लीन चिट दे दी जाएगी. स्कैम क्या हुआ है? बहुत सीधा स्कैम है. अडानी ग्रुप महंगी बिजली बेचना चाहता था. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स महंगी बिजली खरीदने के लिए तैयार नहीं थी. अडानी ने उनको घूस दी, उनको फोर्स किया महंगी बिजली खरीदे.
The allegation of घूस. One minute. आम आदमी पार्टी is saying कि DMK को घूस दी गई. आम आदमी पार्टी ऑफिशियल स्पोक्सपर्सन ने कहा हमारे प्रोग्राम पर औपचारिक तौर से कि कांग्रेस पार्टी और डीएमके को घूस दी गई और कांग्रेस पार्टी के मुख्यमंत्री भूपेश बघेल ने अकॉर्डिंग टू देम घूस लिया, क्योंकि 16 पावर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स जो कांग्रेस के सरकार को दी गई थी 2021 और 2023 के बीच में, आप कह रहे हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने घूस लिया। आप जरा बताइए और विस्तृत तौर से किस तरह से घूस ली गई, डीएमके ने कैसे घूस ली, कांग्रेस पार्टी ने कैसे घूस ली, वाईएसआरसीपी ने कैसे घूस ली, नवीन पटनायक ने कैसे घूस ली। द घूस चार्ज, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम आम आदमी पार्टी पॉइंटिंग अ डायरेक्ट फिंगर at DMK and Congress saying they have accepted bribes. Please elaborate. Please elaborate. Is this not worth elaboration, Tuhin? You want to respond to that? Clear statement made by Reena Gupta today. Clear statement, no pulling back now.
मुझे कंप्लीट करने दीजिए ना, आप मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
मैंने सिर्फ आई एक्सप्लेन टू द व्यूअर्स, आप कहने की क्या कोशिश कर रहे हैं?
आपने बोलने नहीं दिया, पूरा नहीं कंप्लीट करने दिया आपने। आप मुझे बोलने दीजिए ना।
आप उनको, मैं अपनी बात रख लूं, उसके बाद आप सोच के बोलिएगा। देखिए
मैं पूरा कंप्लीट कर लूं, उसके बाद आप बोल लीजिएगा। मुझे कंप्लीट करने दीजिए, मुझे कंप्लीट करने दीजिए।
Okay, Tuhin, let her complete. Very, very controversial. AAP spokesperson is telling BJP spokesperson, I will not allow you to speak. After making an allegation against Congress party, please explain who in your view took the money from Congress. Was it Bhupesh Baghel or somebody else within the Congress government?
अर्नब, the point is कि किसने पैसा लिया, ये तहकीकात तो होनी चाहिए ना।
हो चुकी है ना। नहीं, आपने तो कहा कि अमेरिकन ने कहा है कि पैसा कांग्रेस सरकार ने लिया है।
जब अडानी का नाम आया, मैंने कांग्रेस का नाम नहीं लिया, पहले
लिया आपने,
ये बोला
आपने लिया
डॉक्यूमेंट्स,
आपने लिया, आपने कांग्रेस का नाम लिया
नहीं लिया।
अरे पूरी रिपोर्ट कांग्रेस पार्टी को लेकर है। ये जो रिपोर्ट है, द एलिगेशंस आर फॉर 1 मिनट रीना, प्लीज लिसन टू मी, प्लीज रीना, प्लीज। यही तो प्रॉब्लम है। The allegations are against Congress government in Chhattisgarh. The allegation is against DMK government in Tamil Nadu. The allegation is against Naveen Patnaik government in Odisha.
नवीन पटनायक।
Allegation is not against BJP. इसको कहते हैं हिंदी में इसको क्या कहते हैं मैं बताता हूं, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are not familiar with Hindi, let me explain anyway. There is this whole thing in Hindi which says, everyone on, it says आ बैल मुझे मार, और राहुल गांधी की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आज इज अ क्लियर केस ऑफ आ बैल मुझे मार, क्योंकि उन्होंने खुद प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करके कहा कि मेरी सरकार ने घूस लिया अडानी से, और फिर कह रहे हैं अडानी जी को अरेस्ट कीजिए, फिर तो उनको भी अरेस्ट करना चाहिए। सी, प्लीज गेट इट राइट, इवन कार्तिक विल एग्री विद मी। यू if today KTR does a press conference, no, 1 minute, if KTR, it's like KTR doing a press conference and saying that when my father was chief minister, then I took money. Now pictures being put up, Congress party also took money, Revanth Reddy took money from Adani. What are the pictures he's showing? Look, he's come prepared with what pictures are this, Karthik? Show Kapil Madan. This is an A bail mujhe maar situation, ladies and gentlemen.
15 days back.
It is an A bail mujhe maar, which means please come.
Arnab,
please come. It's an invitation to the bull to come and gore me.
Can I?
That's a direct English translation.
Arnab,
Karthik, what are you showing?
Rahul Gandhi is no saint.
Arnab, can I complete?
Rahul Gandhi has implicated himself.
Mr. Revanth Reddy accepting goose.
Can I make?
This is what goose. What is that?
I wish I know what goose was, but this was goose. Arnab, may I finish my point, please? You would love this.
Today, when Rahul Gandhi came out for his press conference,
I wish I knew what goose was in Hindi, but I'm sure Mr.
Goose
Revanth Reddy
is goose in Hindi.
Whatever goose that Reena was talking about from. So this is the goose in Revanth Reddy is accepting from.
Can I make my point?
Tuhin wants to come in also. Viewers,
Rahul Gandhi is no saint.
Arnab, today.
Let me finish my point.
Rahul Gandhi.
1 minute, Karthik, let Tuhin come in. After that, I'll let you finish your point.
I was very confident when Rahul Gandhi came out for his press conference today. I was very confident that he would declare that Revant Reddy is returning the 100 crore donation received from Adani Foundation on 19th October this year, that he was cancelling the 12,000 crores worth of MOU between the Telangana government and Adani Corporation. But none of that happened.
No.
Instead, not only Rahul Gandhi, but today on your show, the entire opposition has exposed that it does not even know the difference between indictment and conviction which is the result of a long trial. You know, based on indictment, if Rahul Gandhi, who otherwise on odd days carries the constitution, proudly flashes the constitution in his hand, if he does not understand the difference between indictment and conviction, Rahul Gandhi should be the first person to be re-arrested today on the National Herald case. His family members should face arrest on other cases like the Augusta Westland case. And Rahul Gandhi today, by the way, has also justified the arrest of Kejriwal, of Manish Sisodia and many other AAP leaders. He seems to have justified that based on allegations, based on indictment, arrests can be made. So it's a huge self-goal for
I think
the
it's a self-goal, but I don't know why he did it, because
they need to introspect.
Because I'll explain this, viewers. Just 2 minutes. Kishore, just coming to you. You see, what is the allegation? The allegation is that there are 4 states and 1 union territory who this Adani company has or was planning to give bribes to. Who are the states and what have they done? Chhattisgarh. They gave solar power contracts to Adani Group, Orissa, Naveen Patnaik, Tamil Nadu, DMK, Andhra Pradesh, YSRCP of Jagan Reddy. Now, where does Congress come in? Congress took a lot of money from Adani in Rajasthan under the Invest Rajasthan scheme. One of the biggest amounts of money ever contributed anywhere by Adani is today in Rajasthan when Ashok Gehlot was the chief minister. Then Adani went and gave 100 crores for the establishment of a Young India Skills University in Telangana. Then Mamata Banerjee said that you give me also. Then Adani told West Bengal, I will give you 10,000 crores over 1 decade. Right? And when was Adani Group built? Adani Group was built during UPA 1, during UPA 2, right? I don't understand what Rahul Gandhi did this morning.
Correct.
Can I just give you a
what is he done?
Quick? Yeah,
Is there a single BJP state government which has been bribed? No. You are stuck today between a rock and a very hard place, Kapil. You don't know what to do.
Very quick response, Arnab, here. Let me tell your viewers that the entire narration, the premise of your debate is designedly defective, and allow me to give you a logical reason behind what I say so. Now you have a situation where there is a judicial proceedings going on in a particular country where the offense have been committed in that particular country. And you have
No, the offense is in our country. I'm sorry. No, be specific. The offense, Naveen Patnaik is not the governor of Texas.
Just a minute, hold on.
Bhupesh Baghel is not the governor of Florida.
Have water.
Explain. There are several aspects to this.
Control your anxiety. Please control your anxiety.
I never have anxiety. Never.
Yes, what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just cool.
Now, there are some very, very serious allegations which needs to be proved or disproved in a court of law. This is where do we stand. Now, your entire narration of this debate is that Mr. Adani has indeed contributed to the states ruled by the opposition. My question to you is, in that situation, I take your argument correct for a minute for the purposes of argument. Why is Mr. Modi not registering an FIR against the opposition leaders with Mr. Adani? Where Mr. Adani is also one of the accused. I ask you and Tuhin Sinha, what is the reason if you are making an allegation?
Yes,
Kishore is countering that, Kishore.
Then you admit. You say, yes, offense have been committed, but offense have been committed with the state government run by the opposition.
DMK government is the only government that continues to exist from that time.
Hold on.
Let DMK take the lead and file an FIR.
Hold on.
Take the break.
No, you asked a question. I'm answering that.
Hold on.
You have asked a pointed question. I'm answering that about the FIR.
I did not get a chance to complete
Tuhin does not have any logic. Today, Tuhin does not have any logic. Again, Tuhin is without any.
No, you are asking about the FIR. I'm giving you the answer.
So no, I am saying
you don't have the courage to face the answer.
I'll tell you one
Listen
thing.
to the answer.
I feel what
Arnab,
I feel.
you asked, I heard your question.
I have a suggestion to settle this matter. Viewers, phone lines are opening right now on the most popular debate show in the country. And may I say one thing? May I say one thing, not to distract anyone from the purpose of the debate, but to pat myself a little bit on the back, because this morning we got the ratings for the debate show that I do, and a little bit of, self-praise. The debate has got 87% market share, which means 87% of all people watching television as of this minute are watching Republic. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that's the power of India's independently owned, independently done news network. My question here is, my question is, I want everyone to come in. Kishore, would you like to counter what Kapil said out here?
Yeah. Two quick points. First point, let me tell the gentleman that Narendra Modi ji is the Prime Minister. He does not file FIRs. So that's a fundamental understanding he should have. Prime Ministers don't file FIRs. Okay. Second point, Aam Aadmi Party, Madam Renu, you need to understand. Reena Madam, I'm sorry, extremely sorry. Reena Madam, you need to understand that your intelligence of the party is completely polluted. Thanks to Delhi's air, the intelligence of the party is completely polluted. Now, let me tell you one simple thing. Now, Congress has come out, Mr. Rahul Gandhi has come out and done a press conference and said, look, India, we are criminals, we have taken bribe. This is exactly what Congress has done. Now, the indictment is not conviction, and you need to understand the charge in America is the fact that they have raised money for bonds.
Yeah, we will in 5 to 2 minutes. It's a very hot debate. We'll take usually in political debates, I don't open lines. It's dangerous. But today I will. And I will let Reena respond to the question and then get Savio in.
Please get 5 seconds.
Please. The floor is yours, Reena.
Arnab, the scam is very clear.
Congress took money.
जिस तरह का ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया गया था 2000 करोड़, अरे जिसने भी पैसा लिया, मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूं कि किसने लिया, 2000 करोड़ देके आपको 20,000 करोड़ का फायदा मिलने वाला था और 24 साल तक महंगी बिजली बेचने वाले थे अडानी जी। अब आप देखिए कि सबका नाम है इसमें, लेकिन आम आदमी पार्टी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को ये प्रेशराइज नहीं कर पाए। दिल्ली में भी आना चाहते थे, दिल्ली में महंगी बिजली बेचना चाहते थे, लेकिन क्योंकि दिल्ली में हम लोग एक ऑनेस्ट सरकार चलाते हैं, इसलिए दिल्ली में अडानी की एंट्री नहीं हो पाई। आम आदमी पार्टी और अरविंद केजरीवाल को ब्राइब नहीं दे पाए, दिल्ली में एंट्री नहीं हो पाई।
Calls are coming. Savio, Reena, everything you do now, you link everything to the Delhi election. You link everything to the Delhi election. You're looking for an election peg point on this, but you have already. It is a fact that you are looking for an election peg point on this.
24 घंटे दिल्ली में बिजली आती है क्योंकि हम अडानी से घूस नहीं
अरे भाई CIA को दिल्ली की बिजली के साथ कोई लेना देना नहीं है। CIA's problem is with Modi.
अडानी से पैसा लेते हैं।
Okay, Savio is on the debate right now. Savio, lines are going to be open. Yes, Savio.
Okay, so the United States Attorney of Eastern District of New York is a gentleman called Breon Stacey Peace. Breon Stacey Peace's wife is Jacqueline Peace, and Jacqueline Peace works for an organization which is called Equal Justice Initiative. Equal Justice Initiative's director or main director is a guy called Brian Stevenson. And interestingly, Brian Stevenson is one of the members of Open Society Foundation, which is a direct link of George Soros, the economic terrorist, trying to destabilize India, trying to get Modi out of the way. I can go on linking various other elements of George Soros to targeting Adani. Now, why are they targeting Adani? Let's be clear on that. They are not targeting Adani because Adani is somebody close to Modi. They would target any company that is growing and growing extensively and progressively and globally. What Adani is doing and what other companies in India are also doing is stamping their mark in the global markets. And that is something that does not go down well with the Western deep state. And that is why the further accentuation of the problem started in Bangladesh when Adani decided not to give them the electricity if they don't pay the bill.
That's true. How much of this is also narrative setting, Savio, we need to look at? See, Parliament session is coming, Tuhin. You guys have been projected to win the Maharashtra election. Today we have Access My India and Chanakya, two interesting pollsters, putting an average of about 175 seats, even higher than yesterday for Maharashtra. If the BJP wins Maharashtra, even Stevens in Jharkhand, and wins Uttar Pradesh, then narrative also goes very much for BJP. Parliament session starting in a few days. Every time before a parliament session, Karthik, every time, Kapil, every time, I am bored. Americans help Congress a little bit. Right? They do.
Of course.
They do.
Well, absolutely. Rahul Gandhi is a direct stooge of George Soros, and he has proved it time and again.
No, but this timing
of George Soros. You know, the amount, the number of times they link. Yeah. The number of times they try to link Adani to Modi ji is not even funny anymore. Adani is being targeted because he's expanding his ports across the globe. He's
even when the stock markets are doing well.
Satya and Kapil and then call. Satya. On the three windows, Satya.
And you want fun here.
You know, not just when the intersession of the parliament happens, but also when the stock market does well, US attacks India.
Even when the stocks...
When the stock markets do well, US attack India.
Arnab, the maximum credit expansion of the Adani group has happened between 2007 to 2012. 76% increase in Adani's credit expansion. Who was ruling there?
Kapil.
Obviously, it was the UPA.
Kapil, morning Rahul Gandhi was on front foot. You are on back foot now. What happened? You realized...
I'm sorry. So I think, my friend Tuhin here, he's making irrational arguments. He's trying to, see some fun here. I am saying, and absolutely I am responsible in saying so, this is not a funny moment. This is a serious situation where there is a grave, serious allegation.
Rahul Gandhi made it funny.
Just a minute, Tuhin, hold on.
Based on just PowerPoint presentation.
Hold on.
It's a very serious occasion.
Give water to this gentleman. Hold on. Now, what my Tuhin good friend Tuhin does not realize is that today there is a judicial process. The judicial process has started, and the only way, that's something.
Okay, we'll take our first caller now. First caller, Chandan from Bengaluru. Chandan is on the line, ladies and gentlemen, on the deep state attack. Chandan, what do you think?
Sir, I just want to, I am a grown man, I am a layman, I don't understand all this so expertise what you are talking, but I want to say something. So people who are putting effort in the ground and people are actually adding value for the country, if they have been polarized like this and if they have been brought to the notice without any understanding, I don't understand that all this politics of what the Bangladesh or the other things have done. Tomorrow the Kapil Sharma show also will come into the picture because I think he is also adding to the value of the country. I think everybody should become to the media. I'm only saying that people who are let the investigation happen, let the come into the picture, let things happen. Getting into people who are investing in small bit and pieces of money in the stock market, and such news will put down the Indian stock market by almost 200 points.
Correct.
Something which is seriously.
I agree with you, Chandan. The people, the small retailers who put money, the individual money in the stock market should not lose out because of this. Lalit Sharma is calling from Bengaluru. Lalit, what do you think?
Yeah, Anna, thank you so much. After a long time, it looks like the opposition has been caught in their own web. It has been very long that these people have been spinning lies. Today, you have pinned them down to the core. They have no way to hide. And take it from me, the entire opposition, which are deeply rooted in corruption, are now going to see the face of the true face and will land up in jail.
Okay, Lalit, thanks very much. Despite the very bad line, I think I got your sentiment there. Venkateshwar calling from Chennai. Venkateshwar.
Yes.
Venkateshwar ji.
Yes.
What do you think on this Adani issue?
Thank you for Arnab program.
Yeah.
Actually, Rahul Gandhi speaking about Adani in the Lok Sabha as LOP. What he will be going to tell in the winter session. And one more thing, AAP madam, they have no moral responsibility to talk about these things. They are opposing Congress and they have created the party. Now they are supporting the Congress.
Venkateshwarji, Reena, you have to answer this. Which side are you on? At least today, BRS, I know where they are anti-Congress. They are not with BJP, they are not with Congress. But for AAP, it is not clear. A viewer from Chennai asking you, where do you stand on this?
We are with the people of this country, Arnab, and that is the reason why it is only in Delhi that there is no Adani. Wherever there is Aam Aadmi Party government, there is no Adani. Otherwise, the scam is clear. Chanda do, dhanda lo. Once you give the bribe, after that you can charge the people whatever you want. अडानी ने एयरपोर्ट खरीद लिए, अब आप देखिए एयर टिकट्स कितने महंगे हैं. अडानी ने पावर प्लांट्स खरीद लिए तो बिजली महंगी है.
एयरपोर्ट से एयर टिकट नहीं होता है, एयरलाइन टाटा ग्रुप चला रही है.
प्रधानमंत्री ने सब
एयरलाइंस अभी रन बाय टाटा ग्रुप. व्हाई आर यू ब्लेमिंग अडानी?
I told you their brain is polluted, Arnab. They don't have the.
Have you looked at the airport charges, Arnab? Arnab, airport charges देखे हैं आपने? एयरपोर्ट के एक्स्ट्रा चार्जेस लगते हैं, इसीलिए फ्लाइट टिकट्स महंगे हैं.
Fantastic! You are the perfect candidate for Aam Aadmi Party. You are the perfect candidate.
आदमी को परेशान किया जा रहा है, आम आदमी को हराया
आम आदमी को परेशान करके आम आदमी पार्टी घोटाला है.
One minute. We can go back to Karthik for a moment. Was Karthik saying something there, Karthik?
Arnab, Rahul Gandhi has absolutely no moral authority to be speaking about Adani. If you remember last week, he was in Maharashtra and he was speaking about कोई 30-40 करोड़ मुफ्त में नहीं देता. So मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ तो 100 करोड़ जो रेवंत रेड्डी तेलंगाना में जो लिए,
कपिल will reply.
जो 100 करोड़ तेलंगाना में जो अदानी ने रेवंत रेड्डी को जो दिया गया, वो क्या चॉकलेट खरीदने को दिया क्या?
100 करोड़ चॉकलेट के लिए था क्या?
If Adani is corrupt in Maharashtra, why is that Adani is being allotted a cement plant in Telangana? If Adani is corrupt in Tamil Nadu, why is he being allotted the power collection?
Kapil, reply. Kapil, you got the point.
In Old City in Hyderabad. If Adani is corrupt, why is he being allowed?
You are taking with one hand and accusing with a finger.
In Hyderabad, Adani can be corrupt anywhere else, but not in Telangana.
Come on, Kapil.
This is why your argument, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, was the weakest today.
So allow me to give a very quick response, Arnab, here. Now, where do we are? We are in a situation where there is a judicial process that is on. Just a minute. Hold on. So let me just hold on. I am answering you.
Close it.
My friend, hold on.
You are answering everything wrongly, sir.
Now, hold on, sir. Hold on. Have patience. I am answering you. Now, Arnab, you are having a situation where the US government has launched prosecution under the FCPA laws. FCPA is technically Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, where even if you have done something wrong in any other country, you can be indicted. You can be
pulls up the picture again.
Let me tell you. Just a minute. Hold on. Just to add to what my other co-panelists are saying here. If you are saying that
one caller.
He has given.
He's holding up another picture.
Some money. Just a minute. If he is given some money to opposition leaders, and if there is a wrongdoing, so the wrongdoing can be investigated here.
Okay,
once you in the process here.
Last caller is Ram Narayan from Mumbai. Today I'll give the viewer the last one. Ram,
hold on. Please hold on.
No, I will hold on. My viewer has been holding on for a very long time. I'm always
You're not answering the couple.
Ram, what do you think? Ram, are you there?
Good evening, Mr. Arnab.
Yeah. Good evening.
See, there are 2 points in this. To me, this appears to be a concocted story involving Canadian institutional investors trying to bribe Indian government officials to get loan from American institutions. See the fun. And second thing, for the first time, they have named government officials and no politicians are involved.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well,
that's not actually true.
well, Ram, first of all, very, very good point out there. I think, Tuhin, okay, last word to you, Tuhin, on this. Tuhin? But Tuhin, this is not going away because the Kenyan government action is also going to hit Adani.
Keeps asking.
The Kenyan government, by the way, while announcing the decision, said that it had got evidence from friendly nations. Question is, have the Americans also egged on and provided evidence against Adani to the Kenyans? And do the Americans have their commercial interests tied in with Adani getting into trouble in Kenya?
The Kenyans are being too naive if they depend upon advice from others.
But they have admitted that.
The Kenyans are, would be too naive to take decisions based on friendly nations. They
have admitted that, Tuhin, by the way, on record.
My friend Kapil was constantly asking, who?
The Kenyans have admitted on record that they have got evidence against Adani from friendly nations and agencies of friendly nations. It's very dangerous and it's very big deep state operation.
But there is no conviction. The point over here, yes, absolutely. And my friend from the Congress should not support such things. He was constantly asking why no FIR and he did not allow me to answer. Please allow me to answer that. There are 4 state governments which are alleged to have received bribes. Out of those 4 state governments, the only state government which continues to be in office is the DMK. So ideally it is the DMK which should have today filed the FIR and initiated the investigation. The others go back and initiate investigation. But the DMK have initiated an FIR. And as for the opposition party, since my friend from the Aam Aadmi Party was tom-tomming that Aam Aadmi Party does not get involved with the Adani, Aam Aadmi Party has enough skeletons of its own. You were too busy orchestrating the liquor scam. You were too busy refurbishing.
Okay, come on now, Reena, we'll give a counter and we'll close this debate.
There was no liquor scam.
Louder, Reena.
There was no liquor scam. देखिए अर्नब, it is actually very shameful.
You should know not about bail.
It is so shameful. Can I speak please now, Tuhin? देखिए क्या हुआ है. US government
please go ahead.
has put out a warrant against Adani. Now it is so shameful for our country कि जिसके हवाई जहाज में बैठ के हमारे मोदी जी उड़ते हैं, उस इंसान के खिलाफ अमेरिका में वारंट है और आप लोग बैठ के कोई कंस्पिरेसी थ्योरी डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. अडानी स्कैम पे स्कैम कर रहा है. हमारे सेबी का मजाक बनाया हुआ है.
That is overshooting the time limit at 9:54. And we will see where this story goes. Our business teams, Republic Business, everyone following it. It's been a very interesting debate. I continue to believe the American deep state will continue to do everything it can till Trump takes over. Then their battle will be with Trump, if they exist, that is, after Trump comes in. Watch the space. See you tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Co-powered by Natraj, passion for nutrition.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
साथियों, गयाना के विकास के लिए भी भारत हर संभव सहयोग दे रहा है।
Co-powered by Natraj, passion for nutrition.